Let's talk about the price of bread. When we talk about price, number one, it means value. So price means value. So the question was, what is the value of bread? So price means worth. So what is the worth of bread? So price means, oh, I like this one. Pay attention, because we are making a transition to the metaphorical. So we know price literally as worth, value. But price is pain. The pain you go through to have bread is the price of that bread. So price is sacrifice. So the sacrifice you make to have bread is the price of that bread. Okay, so price is stress. The stress you go through to acquire bread is the price for that bread. Now you know why I'm saying be careful with cheap things. Because they are worthless. They don't have value. It didn't cost you much. And it's not expected to help you much. So the stress, the toil, the toil involved in producing bread, in acquiring bread. That's the price of that bread. And you'll be wondering, why are we talking about bread? Because today's communion is about bread. So we shall talk about bread, but let's talk about value. The test. Oh, this one is serious. The test. Did you know? The test. In the ancient, and it still applies in some cultures still today. I'm not too sure, but around the northern part of Nigeria, maybe Sokoto, maybe Katsina, I'm not too sure. But it was, and it is in some cultures now, that to marry a woman, you have to be tested. Your ability has to be tested, so people fight. So in those days, to marry a queen, the bravest and the strongest will marry the queen. That means people will go into a duel. They will fight. The one that survives marries. One will die for one to marry. So then people were expected to treasure these queens, these wives, these women. So, because it cost them something. So if you are a woman, that it cost you nothing for somebody to marry you. Oh, and I'm sorry, not necessarily how much the least from your family would give, but I mean the value you carry, how much it costs a man to marry you. So what is the test? Every time you are tested, there is a value question. Every time you go through a test for something, life is telling you what you are going into is valuable. That's why to move from one class to another, usually there is a test. Why? Because there is an arrangement to let you know the class you are going to is worth more than where you are. So every time you fail a test, you lose value. Test is the system by which people are promoted from one level of value or another.